Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's NLC Winter 2025 matchup.
As you can see right here, looking for it and a little bit of a CC. There is a flash on Cayman and obviously the Ari, very mobile as well. Instead, it's Cayman that wins that trade heavily and Lula's now to back up. Yanka's the one in trouble all of a sudden and the damage is good. The first blood secured on top of it as well. Now leader in this 1v2 has a decent amount of damage. Could find the return kill on Lula's. W just not quite enough for the damage and the flash away created the space necessary. Cayman still poking and prodding. Heals is good with the Q, the blade. So much damage. Cayman now in trouble as leader, dancing around flawlessly on his Irelia, forcing both Lulas and Cayman to go back.
Fully stacked Q, fully stacked.
In what is a do or die at best, worth remembering. In this, we've qualified for top 4. You'll be playing again on Friday. Fighting for your spot at the LAN in Nottingham. Only 3 places to that, of course. So you wouldn't have qualified just yet, but you've taken a crucial step closer as Lulas takes a step closer to leader and just finds a little bit of poke.
And you can see there was a trade-off for neutral objectives on the map as well. 3 void grubs going over to the Ruddy sack. With, of course, again, Cayman and Lulash resetting through the bot side of the map. There was an opening on the top side for Jankos. So he snuck in and grabbed that one. Now that's a 4-man on both sides of the map towards the bot quadrant of Jankos' jungle. He is level 6 though. And Bulldog Esports no better than to bundle around a brand.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disasters. Now they'll find a different angle in. Kasing flies wide, no ultimate as well, so very squishy early on. And not really the engage you would have wanted. Forced to flash out to safety as leader. Now looking for Cayman. The floor is good, goes wide, and instead the trade now turns in Cayman's favor. Lula's there to back up his mid lane as well. The flash is forced, the kill could still come through. The cooldowns just need to be there, and the hijack really. And the kidnap comes through from there, from Lula's rather, to secure that one. The fight still ticking as Exofang. That's a whole heap of damage to force the flash out of hostage. But Jankos, where did that come from? A huge amount of damage there to pick up the double kill. Flash forward, but can't quite connect. I did not see that.
Up a score into a level 6 brand. All of the bounces around with the ultimate plus the abilities in a very short space do insane amounts of damage. Hopefully we'll get to see this one more time, but leader fancies the dive.
Leader, and we'll just get it. No flash though, and he'll die to the turret, so Cayman eventually gets the 1-for-1. Oh, not sure about that. I certainly set to deliver, and I get more and more convinced of that with every single minute that's passing trouble. These players are quite clearly confident that that's a great engage that will just lead to a kill for Hums. But Cayman, up until that play, obviously near perfect game from him. Did get solo killed underneath the turret, but made it a 1-for-1. But he's very clearly nailed in there. No feature strength properly with the Bulldog.
Yeah, Ruddy sack a little bit late to that one objective, but they could potentially look to just disrupt the 3. Not give the +1 of feature strength away. Teleports are coming in.
I mean, Cayman's caught out, but he has rather found Yankas. Will still go down, but Miatek will back it up and secure the kill. Hums now dashing forward to secure the kill on Exofang, but that's a trade. 1-for-1, 3v3 now as leader comes in, looking to finalize this fight in Ruddy Sack's favor. The flash and the Bulldog running for the hills, but no clear way to escape. It's a 4-for-3 in Ruddy Sack's favor as they disrupt the play.
That was such a messy execution from both teams. However, I feel like Cayman TPing straight into 4 members of Ruddy Sack, and then Exofang having to overextend to get the kill over Ruddy Sack. The scenario and pretty bad positioning from both Cayman and Exofang.
Yeah, the TP just straight up sucked. Got caught out and taken down. And speaking of, someone might be caught here. I think it's Lulas. At the end of the day, he has made the play, and he has to pay the price for it. Hums will pick that up, and that's the Drake as well for Ruddy Sack. They have lost the feature strength as Miatek has been busy working away in the top lane, securing that. I think this Drake is guaranteed. There is a smite, of course, on Ruddy Sack, but it looks like BDG might not want to give it up freely. Slim, right low as we'll find the engage somehow on Cayman out of nowhere. Just comes in with the depth charge and the dredge line to secure it. It's a great start with 2 more to fall. Bulldog signalized they wanted to play, and Ruddy Sack took them up on the offer.
I just feel like Bulldog Esports are a little bit dizzy right now. I feel like they had the chance to push going down. Kasing is too deep, goes down as well. And I want to reverse a little bit to the previous series that these 2 teams played. And I want to say that Bulldog Esports were really good in terms of team fights. The TP is going to come in. 3 versus 1.
Oh, doesn't even get to clear the wave. Tries his hardest, and the shutdown
yoink.
goes over to Perks. He'll gladly take that one and get some gold in his own pockets. The only one behind, individually speaking, on Ruddy's side to fight. Far from over, though, as Cayman confidently dashes forward, charms up leader, but a good re-engage from Perks. But it's not good enough initially, as it's still leader, the man in target, dashes around with the blade surge, trying to find the damage onto Kasing. Does well, and forces the flash out underneath the turret. He goes, but will be taken down in return. Now Cayman dashes forward, and able to connect much further. It's the damage. Not quite enough. Exofeng now reaches up into the top fight as well, but the play
Shifts that Q away, but look at this pressure right now. That was a little bit of a questionable TP over in the bot lane. Power taken away by Ruddy. You give full access over on the top side as well, where the Rift Herald is waiting. Miatek is most likely going to be able to reply with the tower themselves. But that mid lane tower is just worth so much more in general on the map. It's going to be...
has been growing in these past few minutes with the turret now going down as well. They're growing just a little bit more, but they're not done. They want another play. The ultimate is up in a few seconds for Perk, so he'll find a easy engage angle if the opportunity bites itself. Instead, though, Kasing seemingly just giving up his life here to try and save the rest of his team. But came in, caught underneath the turret, 1v4. But Perks goes too soon. The engage is all out of whack here for the side of Ruddy. They take so much damage from the turret. They're now the ones caught out. What has happened here? As Cayman finally falls to the Vanguard's edge. As Yankas taken down by Lulas. That's not perfectly executed, but somehow, some way, Ruddy managed to win it.
I'll tell you what the somehow and some way is. Hummus is level 10 on the Corki. Both Summoners has nothing to use. I'm kind of getting scared right here because I don't know how much a poke composition can scale into what Ruddy have. They've got pure brute force engage with the Nautilus, with the Malphite. You don't get to sit around and poke. Came in.
Once again caught underneath the turret. The dashes this time won't be enough to claim anyone, as the damage didn't quite ramp quickly enough. Perks in a 1v4 underneath his own turret will just give it up and respect the fact that it is Bulldog with the priority. Nice little drift there from Lulas as well to make sure they claim 2 whole turrets.
They can get another charge if they want to. They're going to play it a little bit safe. And I was just about to say, I don't think Ruddy needed 4 members to dive Cayman right there. Leader is a level up. You have Perks, you have Hustling, who has so much CC to pin down this Ari. This way, they have actually lost a little bit controlling their jungle. Yankos?
Does catch out Yankas, but I'm not sure who's caught here, Trouble, as instead it will be turned around on Lulas. He can't take enough damage out on Yankas, and instead that's an immediate counter engage. Humps now goes dominating. Keep your eyes on the rookie in the Sea of Veterans, because he's the one who's all the damage in his pocket. 2 taken down already. Bulldog forced to run. They are over eager, over aggressive, and they're paying the price for it. Humps nicely dodging out of the damage. Good flash away to create the space, but Exofeng connecting well on these Mystic shots. The fight's not over as Ruddy
they need, and I feel like on the other side, Bulldog Esports are just running towards Atakan to set down some vision to try and potentially find a team fight there. Now, something we haven't necessarily talked about a lot is the way Bulldog Esports do beat. Never mind. Never mind.
Go on with your point.
What are you doing there?
That's it. Yeah.
What are you doing there, Hustling?
Support duty, you could say, and Miatek forced to flash now as well. You could ask what he's doing there. Luckily, with the flash in his back pocket, there was a quick way out. Now Perks is the one caught. This is so messy, Trouble. It's back and forth. They keep overextending. They keep wanting more than they can realistically get. And they get punished back to back. The teams really catching each other off guard here.
That's so funny. This goes back to my point to say, you know how Bulldog Esports beat Ruddy last time? They were really good at team fight. You know why? Because Ruddy majority of the time were fighting with a member less on the map. Because somebody was getting caught. Bulldog Esports were taking advantage of that. They were grabbing objectives. They were grabbing team fights. They were able to bring down Ruddy. In no way, shape, or form should Ruddy be face-checking things like this. Hustling, face-checking that mid lane bush, knowing that majority of Bulldog Esports, if not all of them, were top side of the map, has pretty much lost his team harder to pin him down, to try and get to Corki. Again, he is the #1 suspect, the #1 wanted on the poster for Bulldog Esports. Hustling.
The Baron is on the map, and they've caught Lulas. Instead, he gets slapped 2 right back. Exofeng now trying to dish out the damage. They found the first kill immediately. TPs are coming in from leader, but it's too late, it looks like. As Cayman goes forward, they try to turn it around on him, but he dashes right out. Now Miatek trying to find the damage, but can't quite, as I think Yankas' AoE was enough to stop them from further engage.
Very well guarded by Bulldog Esports. Cayman on the flank as well. Eyes on Hums, because Cayman will definitely have eyes onto this Corki. Take Yankos out, take Hums out with that Ari. Would be huge, but right here, Ruddy are splitting apart Bulldog Esports, and for a Poke position to be split apart, this is not a
Same
good
fight
thing.
the engage, and look at Cayman, he found the flank, and he assassinates Jankos immediately. The leader is down, and Exofeng raining havoc from the backside of the fight. Finally, Cayman goes down, but Bulldog have already got everything they came for.
That was an incredible fight from Bulldog Esports. I saw them all split apart, and when you split apart a Poke position, take down Ruddy in this team fight, and will claim the Baron. Not
I can't wait to see
Like,
that again.
Is that deja vu?
A bit of deja vu and pure brilliance there from Bulldog. The fight across the map. The arcane balls, the mystic shots, and now the engage coming through as well from Lulas. He's found perks, and Cayman can fight the carry. Now they try to turn it around on him, but he can't quite go down before the right engage has been found from Lulas. Ruddy are falling to pieces. Leader from the flank, desperately holding on though, and he finds the 2 carries to keep this game alive. It would have been over if that TP wasn't perfect, if the engage from Leader wasn't perfect. Ruddy.
A deep control ward behind them. The Dragon's gonna come down. Bulldog Esports, they just know they're just that good at team fights. Hold on.
They're going for him again, and they get kidnapped. But this time it's the 2 tanks though, as Lulas easily makes his way out. Miatek, such a big problem, has found the flank. Hustlin finds the good charm, and he's taken down immediately by Cayman. The engage is just falling to pieces here for Ruddy. Leader can't do anything. The carry's unable to do what they want, as it's Cayman instead having a field day all over this Ruddy roster. This game is done for sure. Hamza hiding back, trying to do what he can, but the rookie cannot save the sea of rhetoric. Just falling to pieces. Gaming really just on a field trip here with the boys. They're just having a kickabout, and they are dominating Ruddy in the team fights. It is not all bite, no bark here for Bulldog, as they confidently win the team fights and take game 1.
Oh, they look so scary. One mistake is all it took from hustling for Bulldog Esports to turn this whole game around. And we're starting from square 0 if you're Ruddy. You're starting to get deja vu. You're starting to sweat because you have seen this play before. But if you see it one more time, it's lights out.
Ruddy pushed against the wall by Bulldog already here. Bulldog, man. What a performance.
There's a lot of AP on this team.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is a butt ton of magic damage for Bulldog right there. Okay.
Lush is around, still level 5. After that blue buff, he will hit at level 6. But a great reset right here for Jankos. Go back, grab items. You are stronger on the map. You're 1 level up. Works. Surely not again.
Not again. I think Yamada said it so well. He's been gifting solo kills all throughout the split, and I think this is just another one. 2 games in a row. The former MSI champ gets solo killed again.
Oh boy. Answers his chances.
Speaking of engages, he's
Bit of
gonna look
poke.
for Miatek. Misses the Q, and that crucially doesn't end the play actually. Yankos around the area.
Lulas is there.
Lulas walking up as well, and as the junglers will shake hands and begin their little trade. Yankos comes out on top instantly, but this damage from Miatek forces out the E. Yankos. Good trade back, but the cease and desist isn't good enough. Instead, it's Lulas, the one in trouble. Yankos flash away, but to no avail. Miatek claims his 3rd kill of the game. Could be a 4th as well, and that's defeat of Warfare secured.
Whoa! Great
See?
play right there from Bulldog Esports.
The time to really push will obviously come in handy. They're always so nice to have.
6 void grabs right there. You've got the 8 chokes. You've got Leader on the
Oh, they're
Aurora.
gonna try and catch Miatek. Oh. You've just used 2 ultimates for that.
just a few vowels coming out of our mouths. E. Okay, this is not necessarily a kill. However, Miatek is going to sacrifice his
They're still
ultimate.
trying.
Has the basis too. So we'll see if this
will
is
be
going to be
risky.
enough. Try number, I've lost count, to shut down
Number
Miatek.
3. But they've already made the TP happen. Miatek has all abilities available as well. The red carpet is laid out for a grand welcome to the Ruddy as they will look to get Cayman early on, but the damage is not there. It's disrupted, and they're cut to pieces instead. It is a killing spree for Miatek. TP back bot lane, so they don't lose much. What else can you say but clean from Bulldog?
I am so confused, however. It just doesn't look very coordinated coming from the Ruddy and to make the calls in terms of who he wants to engage on and when. As you can see, again, Bulldog Esports as a 4-man unit over in the mid lane. And Hustling is
this will
finding
be a
engage.
fight. It's Perks who's going to join in. And here comes Jankos as well. Cayman is low, but not dead yet. Hums trying to get the damage down and will finally secure, but the fight has been lost on the other side by the looks of things, as Lita is the next target. Exofang flashes forward, but rather, Ruddy's like, they're winning it. Hums with the double kill. Yes, Lita dies, but it simply doesn't matter. You found 4. Ruddy's like, get exactly what they want.
Good engage right there from Haslin. Realizes, hey, Miatek is bot lane. He's the guy we're scared of. He's the guy with the item and a half.
By Bulldog, they're second off the game, but this trouble to me ties into someone I want to see step up today, and it's Hums. He's been good. Also, I don't think Miatek is dead here, right? Too early now. I'm gonna hold on for a bit. No, just able to walk it off. I got a bit too overhyped from Perks' damage, but to draw back to what I was
free. Lulash and Kasing are around. They can very easily reach, especially with the Galio ultimate, so Miatek feels a little bit more safe taking that. However, Hams has been very easily put into a position to be able to catch.
And that will have to shine through in game number 2 as well, as they have a lot of engage, they have a lot of backup to that engage, and they need to execute it well again if they want to win.
Right here, we're seeing the fight. Ping pong happening in that mid lane wave. Sing covering the side of this river opening, and all teams really want to take some control over Atakan.
Cayman's just caught. He has the flash, but can't even use it before he gets taken down. Hums gets his 3rd of the game. Kasing running, but there is no way that is safe currently, as they're just being destroyed here. Ruddy sack, the spear flies wide, but 2 kills is enough for them to move forward. Lula's clueless on that escape, as just out of nowhere, they just pulled the trigger, and they easily win the fight. Miatek, CC chained to death as well. Ruddy sack, they just flipped the switch. They look great.
I mean, they look fantastic. The C champion, the engaged champion. I don't know what Cayman is doing. Walking up into Leona, Pantheon. There's so much engage and power, raw damage power on the side of Ruddy sack. I don't see why you would ever be able to walk up and he's just zipping in the tower.
The cheap is in again. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get 1. And probably even more, actually, as Kasing is there to back it up. Perks, no world in the flash. Already used. We'll have to fight his way out of this 1v3. I've seen him do it at Worlds 2018. But I don't think this is the game to do it, buddy, as Cayman will pick up the kill eventually.
Okay, so I was expecting Jankos to ult in. So possibly turning this into a 2 versus 3. Jankos is actually pretty strong on this Pantheon. Wasn't quite the case.
Oh, that's
clearing out chickens. Half TP. Leader is now up. Can TP back into that mid lane. Perks up in 13 seconds. Does have teleport up as well. So Bulldog Esports, they do get 2 picks, but they don't necessarily get to translate them into a huge objective.
You have to translate them into another fight though. Trouble as Lula's too far forward. Solo doesn't have the flash, and he'll be locked down. Hums now unstoppable. The fight breaks out. The red carpet is laid down, and Miatek already forced to flash. Hustling, taken down in return though. 4v4 right now is Miatek doing so much damage to Perks, but not enough. And Hums has taken Exofang down there within a slither of HP. Kasing next up on the menu. It is all falling to pieces for Bulldog as Ruddy sack run them down, chase down their prey, and they'll get the Atakan.
All right, not bad, Perks. Onto this Aatrox. We had Wonder played last time for Radisak, and he did amazing on the Rift. However, Perks right here also shows that he's no slouch. And if I recall correctly, Aatrox was also...
Very good fight. They got 4. They didn't get the Atakan. I was convinced that was what they would go for. But instead, trying to get Cayman as well. Did waste a bit of time, but they are able to claim the Cloud Drake. Miatek could be claimed as well. There is no way out for the Bulldog top laner. Caught once again. What was once, or just 10 minutes ago, such a coordinated Bulldog now being caught out left, right, and center. Ruddy sack. I talked about flipping a switch, but they've been clinical ever since that happened. All of a sudden, they're ahead in every lane. The goal lead is almost 10k all of a sudden. What? That is insanity. As now Bulldog desperately looking for a piggy on towards Perks. He heals so much with the World Ender though, and can buy so much time as well. He hasn't even died yet, and he won't for a few more seconds until Exofang finally claims it. But the rest of Ruddy Sec are here to make sure he doesn't go down without paying anyone a bit of dividends in return. Lula's next on that menu. Jankos now on a rampage, and this could turn into Atakan.
Actually felt like no more damage to come through. You saw like even Haslin wasn't taking a single bit of damage there. So Radisak get out of this one. There is going to be the Atakan.
They want to fight it. Gonna step up 3 man. It's 4k and
Heyman is not there. Doesn't even have TP. There's no way you're fighting this.
They can't get it. They just checked that it was happening. I got oversold
yourself,
that.
man. You're underselling yourself. As we're underselling Ruddy right now because they
They're
have
really
come
good,
back.
man. Go on.
Great stuff from them. They've been finding their picks, and I think finally, hold up, Jankos.
Speaking of picks, yeah, he might be caught out here. Leader trying to help, but with the TP coming through from Miatek as well, they can force that withdrawal, get that sentence out eventually. They'll get their objective bounty just before it falls off. Perks on the flank, but doesn't find the right engagement. Baron on the map as well. Keep that in mind. As Jankos now back from the withdrawal, and Hustlin is on the flank. He's looking for Exofeng. Locked him up immediately. And this is a great angle for Perks to play the World Ender's pop, but he misses the final Q. Doesn't matter much though, the wallets are too heavy, the lead is too massive, and the fight is won by Ruddy.
And just a quick reminder right here, even though Atakan is nerfed and you take about 15 seconds to get back to base and back up, Jankos had ult right there. So he could spend the 15 seconds where Bulldog Esports were busy taking that mid lane tower. He spawned back up and they re-engaged. They're just slapping right now. Bulldog Esports in the face with us for the first time. They do have burned up minions. If I'm not wrong, there is a wave in the mid lane as well, pressuring. Jankos made sure he pushed that in. However, now they need to wait a little bit. A little bit of a waste of the Leona ultimate right there. That's chasing Perks.
He's in a lot of trouble and they've locked up Hums, but he's so tanky.
Exofeng?
He can buy so much time. Look at the damage he's dishing out. Exofeng, too far forward with the killer instinct, and all of Ruddy's are just going for it here. They've found 3 already, and they could look for the game trouble. They've got game 2 in their hands. It's all on Cayman and Miatek to keep this alive, but Baron buff in their hands. The veterans strike back in game number 2. And look to make this an even series. We've got it in our hands, trouble. Anything can happen. We knew it would be content. As Ruddy step up and deliver.
I mean, veterans, no veterans. This man in the bot lane, the rookie that they chose to bring in, 7, 0, and 10. He's had back-to-back
Rough
incredible.
one, let's see who takes this one. It's going to be the third one. Whoever wins gets match point. I'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere.
Difficult to get out of a very tricky situation, especially again if the journey is down. And Haslik has had some ups and downs.
Yeah.
As Lulas is looking for mid, but he's just helping Cayman, pushing that lane. Doesn't have a lot of mana, so a bit of help. He's jungler.
Lovely. Underneath the turret goes just saying good little bounce back as both supports get taken very low, but no kills do come through, trouble. I do agree with you. The positioning on Hustlin has to be good. Same goes for Exofeng. So much positioning to look out for this game. If you're caught out, it could be a lot of trouble. And speaking of, Kasing caught out a bit here, trying to recall the heal and flash. Comes to good use, and now Exofeng, the one caught out, but instead, he finds the first blood, and he's looking for more. Lulas is here as well. Flash forced out, and the Bulldog AD carry turns it around. And we'll keep our eyes on how much damage he's able to do.
Let's have one more look here on what happened. I feel like Radisak, they actually know that Kasing is in this bush.
Oh, right back to life. Cayman caught out, but same goes for Leader. Forced to flash away. As the never move connected onto him, and top lane as well. Perks forced to flash. It is a messy map right now, as there are no kills coming through yet. As finally the never move secures the kill as Cayman picks up the first one. The magical journey would have been even more magical if Hustlin didn't have the flash to escape. Bulldog though,
with Hustling right there, and Jankos, he felt like maybe they were thinking of turning this play around potentially, since it was a 2 versus 3. However, not the case. This is Bulldog Esports taking top lane. Void grabs are there completely uncontested. Miatek is looking mid. Jankos is there.
Leader no flash, remember, he just used it before and he'll be taken down again. Whoa! Still a slither of HP, but Miatek with the flash closes the gap and secures that kill. I wrote his death run too soon, but at the end, it was still valid. 3 Void grabs out to Bulldog will some confidence brewing in them after a pretty disappointing defeat in game 2. The Drake now the target as Miatek and Lulas in the area as well. 4v4 trouble as that ultimate flies wide. The Smithy coming through from Jankos as Lulas will still be locked up. The damage not quite there yet though, as Jankos falls as well. The demonic ascension comes out from Cayman, and he looks to have a field day in this fight as Miatek flawlessly dances around and stays alive for much longer than should have been anticipated. Perks forced to flash away. A messy fight instead of 1-for-1.
They just kept going ring around the road.
A lot of HP and a demonic ascension available. Hustlin is here as well. Leader, the full team is really joining in. Great ultimate immediately to start the play. And that means the TP has to come in even slower as Cayman buys so much time. But not enough. Great flash out. Cleanly executed. A brilliant dive by Ruddy.
Yeah, 4-man dive right there. However, on the other side of the map, Lulash gets 6 Void
Missed the
Grubs.
public execution, and without that, the damage was lacking. The play, though, not over as Hustlin. The next on the menu. Knocked up, taken down. The puppy will be fed a little bit more as Exofeng gets his second.
And they're looking towards Jankos as well. That's a flash available, Mitek.
Yeah, continues to dash around, does exactly what he wants. Good flash, and it's a slither of HP to get out on. Jankos very happy with that one, as he should just be able to walk it away.
Kasing was fancying it for a second. I'm like, are you planning to flash right there? Here to start the dragon. Bulldog Esports are gonna try to find a way in, but the flank teleport coming in from Perks.
TP in from Cayman and Perks. Cayman, though, was right into the waiting hands of Bulldog, and pretty much the same can be said for the side of Perks, rather, as now Cayman locked up, taken low. Leader, good 2-man ultimate, but he himself has no HP left to fight with as he gets taken down by Exofeng, who's pretty much untouched. Goes on a killing spree, 1-for-1 at the end of the fight, but the smite's still alive from Ruddy, and that could be the deciding factor in terms of the Drake.
It's a 4 versus 4, but in reality, it's a 3 versus 4 in favor of Ruddy. Cayman's bar is blinking. Kasing hits the ult. This is going to be to dissuade the situation. Again, Cayman cannot join. It's not 4 versus 4. It's a 3 versus 4. And right here, Ruddy have won themselves a very, very valuable neutral objective. This would be feat strength. He went over to Bulldog Esports. They're going to be snatching this away, stacking 2 of those as well. And let's remember that Atakan also spawns in about 4 minutes on the bot side of the map. So both of these teams are going to pay extra attention on these bottom quadrants.
Just for fun, taking a little bit of turret damage there. It is very clear what the intention is now for Ruddy. They want this bottom tier 1 turret. The W from Hums will help secure the Cayman. Might just be someone standing in their way. They have their sights set on the goal, and they will just claim it as well. The kill, just a little bit of an extra price here as Cayman is all but over. Or instead, he will go down to Hustlin, I believe it was, as the gold is evened up. In particular trouble. Keep your eyes on the feet of space as leader. Should die underneath the turret, maybe not. He stands around flawlessly. Lunas goes low. Leader dances around the wind wall very nicely. Top lane turret trade.
They do necessarily have anything to pin that Yasuo down, and Hubs has to run for the heals as Miatek is behind him. Again, once you put that wind wall up, I feel like there is no chance that this Pokemon can get you down. Hold up.
Exofeng has the flash, using forward very aggressively here, and he will pay the price. Shut down.
What?
He saw the opportunity. He thought he had no way out, and that's when he decided to go in instead.
Okay, rule of thumb, if you're stronger, you do not flash for flash if you're just gonna give over a 1-for-1. It is absolutely not worth it. Now, Radisak fully teleports to get more numbers onto that mid lane. I think they're gonna head...
Then ran all the way up towards mid lane after clearing the wave. And they are now ready for a full-on 5v5. 5k and dropping. They do get forced away initially, engaged on towards Hum's public execution, and a brilliant engage at that as well. Bulldog finds the first one. Exofeng goes forward here as well. Perks and Hums forced to run, and Hums will be publicly executed and taken down by Miatek. The Herald as well, feats of strength, great fight from Bulldog. They just walk in, and with their full HP bars, they're able to force them away. Or is he just a good engage? I guess it's the Ambassador. Oh, we don't get to see Miatek. Speaking of the Ambassador, we'll have to do work miracles here. But he's not a miracle worker today, as massive shutdown goes over to Perks, who really has had a quiet game trouble. Hasn't shown himself much.
Tried to take the 360, not gonna be the case. But I think the charge is gonna land no matter what, unless Jankos.
No, the charge is used. So there is no charge on the Herald once you've
right. You're right.
So it just
Perks has teleport available. Can he find the backline?
Eamon is walking down all the way from the top side, making sure he keeps his hands on that TP for the potential play later on. Humps takes a bit of damage, as they now look to take the mid lane. Tier 1 should get it for free. Yes, a little bit of an exchange that happened between Ludus and Perks, and a great engage from Kasing on the other side. 2-man route as well. They found the carry leader. He's dashing around trying to get an Exofeng, but he's so far untouched as Perks finally closed the gap, but to no avail. Exofeng dishing out the damage. Miatek getting a double kill on the other side. Hustling the next one to be taken down as the demonic ascension secures the kill. Perks able to escape, but it's 3 kills for Bulldogs.
I feel like Radisson go baited with the journey right there. They all took it into a very, very tiny space. They got stuck. Another great ultimate by Miatek, and he feels like he keeps landing them back to back. And after Miatek lands the ult, it's just so easy for Kassim to line this up. But Perks is back.
There is no flash on Exo Feng, so once the gap is closed, it's certainly said to be kept that way. But no, a brilliant cleanse by the 17-year-old will buy more time to sidestep. He's not going down, Exo Feng! Your beauty!
What a great turnaround, honestly. I'm kind of like shaking my finger to Kasing, and I'm like, nah. You sold your AD carry right there, Kasing. You know what you did. All he had to do was put one auto attack onto Perks' Renekton, and he just sold the Exofeng, left him to die. Wasn't quite the case.
It's resetting. Jankos is here again.
There.
It's soul point, by the way. It might just be gifted over. It's a pure smite fight. Who will get it? Lulas will secure it, and that's all that really matters. He'll die for it, but he got what he came for.
At what cost? So
but
the situation came in?
Maybe even a higher cost than we initially thought. No Cayman able to walk out. Arakan should be claimed, however.
Yeah, and this is the most important part here, because there's a lot of back and forth. It's super fun to watch. However, Atakan can only go down for the set of Ruddy Sack. Only one person is holding Smite, but Bulldog Esports is more than happy to fight this.
They will fight it. Trouble leader is down to half thanks to that Atakan damage. Exofeng now has the flag. We'll keep our eyes on him as leader. Already taken down to half. The Atakan still alive in the fight as the public execution comes out and hums in the backside. And leader now falls to Exofeng on the front line. It's a split fight for Ruddy Sack, and it's looking horrible for them as they do get the Atakan. The fight still goes on. They've finally gotten their hands on Exofeng though, and the damage from him is not quite enough. The puppy can't do it all though, as Miatek has found yet another public execution. He's taking down them all though. The withdrawals are being used, and it's only Huston that remains. And he'll get chased down as well. Miatek, man, stepping up once again, and he carries the fight.
All right, observers. Whenever we have this replay, because this is an absolute freaking Odyssey is up 3-0-2, has a 427 gold bounty on his head as well as Kasing.
No flash, he's just dead. 25 minutes in, Baron on the map, and while the team comes to support him, it's not enough. He's just taken down. At what cost, however, the next 40 seconds will tell. Don't think they're gonna go for the Baron trouble. Maybe that's a bit too ambitious, as everything still to play for. 100, 200 gold separating these two teams. Soul point up in 15 seconds. Another team fight on the horizon as Miatek is caught. Surely he can't get out of this. I mean, the Embessa has so many ways to buy time and dash out to safety, but underneath the turret, I don't think he'll find much safety. The public execution, he's doing what he can. Leader is low. How much time can you buy? Now here comes Cayman with the demonic ascension. He'll look to bring someone back down to the grave with him. He has a good amount of damage, but not enough as leader. Just cuts through his HP bar, but leader, you've gone too far, and he will not go down yet. Exofeng is here to finally claim it. Oh my god, Trouble, they are really testing each other and pushing each other right to their very limits.
Just a second to breathe, just before Dragon is about to get started. Lulash is going to check if Wind becomes Lightning, see if the Dragon is going down, and now they're going to engage the Dragon. Dragon active came in super low on HP. Doesn't have the ultimate to regen that back, doesn't have the teleport. I think both teams are going to sort of throw their hands up. Take a breather right here. I mean, we talked about the scaling on the Kog'Maw, but you have to look on the other side. Champions like Yasuo can truly 1 versus 9 a game. At 3 items plus, Yasuo starts becoming an absolute demon on the Rift. And we'll see right here, leader. Fantastic job at keeping up the pressure over on the bot side. Now they're gonna pull TPs back in. First on the objective right here, Bulldog Esports a little bit too slow, and Perks is gonna play guard for the Dragon.
The Drake is gone, immediately Trouble, and that's the sole point. It's one you can afford to give, but put so much pressure on the next one. 5 minutes time.
Cayman is playing a very dangerous game, playing that small choke point right there on the Baron, and I think this was all along the play right here for Bulldog Esports. Very cool, calm, collected from the sort of Ruddy Sack, actually keeping Perks over on the bot side of the map, creating pressure, could potentially take bot lane tier 2 as well, completely uncontested as well. So great stuff right here from Perks. Doesn't Cayman walk up. Luckily for him, he does have 2 pure tank items in his inventory and a Rallies for the slow. However, Bulldog Esports are trying him once again. Is Perks going to TP into this fight? Because that Baron's going down really fast.
It is definitely going down. The TP has been used. Smite available as the engage now comes through from Kasing. Ganker's tanky as Kasing now forced to guard. The demonic ascension has come through, and Miatek comes in on the flank. He's forced them all to flee as Huston's being caught up. Same goes for Hums, and he might go down the same fate. The good-tempered fate buys a bit of time, but it seems inevitable that Bulldog will come out on top of this fight. They've found 2 already, and they can turn their attention towards the Baron.
Again, 2 TPs dropped, 1 from Edith, 1 from Perks, but there was no word for Perks. He must be so
I
frustrated.
mean, Bulldog just get this straight, but Radisek have started the Baron trouble. They are on it and they are heading for it. Lulas is nowhere near. He's here to finish it, and instead, I mean, Bulldog, they've just given up the Baron for, yes, they've denied the soul, and they stopped this Baron. I take it back. They didn't give it up. They managed. It is one massive mistake from either team, or maybe just a small one, that could change the whole path of this game, and this might just be
like
the one
this
as we attack. Recalling too far up the pitch, really. I mean, it is an Ambessa. Can't dash for Asian and buy a whole heap of time. The TP's coming in, though. They're both committing to this. They want it to be the fight that decides the game, and as Cayman comes in with the demonic ascension, it might be too little too late. As Miatek are falling. Look at Exofang in the backline. He's ripping through Yankos. The Exofang, the puppy, he's all alone. The 17-year-old has to do all from here. As Leader does a good amount of damage. Perk, though, flashes on him, and the MSI champion shuts down the rookie of Bulldog. The fight's not over. It's 3v3 as Cayman still alive. The demonic ascension has ended. Miatek somehow still breathing as he gets to go back to base. I cannot believe that fight didn't end in trouble. They can't be separated.
What is going? Why is my Kog'Maw flashing in the backline, pretending he's Kaisa? That was absolutely crazy. It's a 2 for 2 chance to get that big flank we've been talking about.
Perks is on the flank. We'll see if he finds the right angle. Exofang has to cleanse up in 1 second. Perks already popped the doubles. Exofang is locked up with a tempered fade. And here comes Perks, waiting for his prey. Dashing towards him and will just claim the kill. Perks goes godlike. He steps up when it matters most. And the fight seems all but done unless Miatek has something to say about it. And that's exactly what he does. Hums running as Cayman chases him down with the demonic ascension. Finds his way to a double kill. Perks can't do it despite him going legendary. Bulldog Gaming will win the team fight.
That is absolute madness. Yankos, the only remaining member of Ruddy on the map right now. Cayman is hunting him, and what an incredible fight has committed to this Baron. 8 seconds for Perks, teleport up and available for him, but this Baron is long.
Lunas was dead, and that meant they couldn't take the objective, so I can't believe this trouble. Bulldog won the fight. Ruddy said, get the Baron.
And that's absolutely fine, because they're giving Soul Point over to Bulldog Esports, not necessarily the end of the world for them. They get to leverage this Baron, try to push out the side waves, create a little bit more vision for themselves against still that mid-lane tier 1. Oh no.
Has the blast cone, but I'm pretty sure Yankos will stop it. That's not the flash. He's trapped, caught between a rock and a hard place, and will go down. This will be tough, as this means 50 seconds without their support, one of their tanks, and a Baron buff Radisek. They'll get a few turrets here.
Very importantly, they have the Baron, which means a lot of pressure. They'll finally crack open that mid lane for themselves. The first tower in that mid lane to go down. Ooh.
He's fine. He's okay. The never move comes out. Huston takes a bit of damage. Takes quite a lot to kill any champ in this game, unless it's one of the squishies. As now Perks goes forward. Miatek, the initial target, slides and dies. Back in, out, safety. Leader too far forward. The wind wall is good, but isn't good enough. He goes into walls. He finds the target. It's Exofang, but a good flash by space, but not enough. It's only Miatek and Cayman now once again. Can they do it 2v4? But Perks, so much HP. What if not the fight before? This is the fight trouble that will win them the game. They've won it. They did it. Radisek somehow made it work. They found the one in 14 million scenarios why they did it. I can't believe they've won the fight trouble.
The unseen Yasuo is the deadliest. It's the call an ambulance, but not for me. Meme makes an incredible play. His team follows it up, and Radisek out of nowhere, they managed to grab a second win this series.
I can't believe it when under pressure. What? The veterans steps up. I thought it was impossible trouble. 3 mountain drakes. They surely couldn't win a fight.
The end for the Radisek.
Salari Foxtrot, I need a name before this match. It could be it. It could be done. Salari.
We'll get there eventually. Yankos, he's looking for that dive. Still level 1 onto Miatek.
Level 3 Yankos, half HP. Huston nicely takes the turret. Well executed. He will go down as Lunas able to pick up the counter kill. Hums takes 1 turret shot. There's Blood though, the kill on the AD carry, and Cayman looking for leader here in the mid lane. Ignite comes through. Great flash to buy the spaces. It was a very good rotation from Kasing there.
Yeah, very nicely done. I think 3 things are for sure. Death, taxes, Sing, ganking around mid lane. Hustling's gonna be coming over from the other side of the map as well. Here's the E.
Oh, Leader this time caught out. No flash, but the damage is just good enough yet. Ludus, though, should be the nail in the coffin for Leader this time around. Flash EQ available if needed. But he knows what happens. No! He just takes Cayman down. There is still a flash on Ludus. Flash Q has to be it, right? Leader needs to die here. You can't allow him to escape, and Ludus will make sure that doesn't happen.
Best case scenario right here from Leader. That's a 1 versus 3.
That is a key start for him. He's been so important this series. There are many important members you can highlight, but Leader has been #1 priority, and he'll get another kill here on Cayman. A few more autos. Yankos instead takes it, and I believe that's the first time this series trouble they've managed to claim the feature spring.
Have I showed you my...
Ready, sec. We'll get that over.
Yeah, Bulldog Esports first ones to walk into this river. And as you will see, they have selected to keep Hums down the bottom. Uh-oh, Yankos.
He has flash, could buy space. Miatek could follow though, and Cayman just gets a freebie.
2-0 on this Wukong.
And up mattering. Hums helping out Yankos, giving it a bit of tempo. It is very clear what these teams have set their sights on. Cayman though, nicely rotating bot lane to make sure those plates won't go over.
And around those void grabs anytime soon. They have no setup for it. It's going to be a trade between the Dragon and the 6 void grabs. Came in a little bit too far forward.
That's the flash, but where would you go in this situation? Not many ways to safety, even towards the turret. I thought it would still surely be his demise, but a good flash buys more time and enough eventually actually just to walk out. I didn't think he'd get out. Okay, fair enough.
And that's scary now for Cayman because Yanko's can just wrap around. I think Cayman very close to taking the tower, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Just gets the tower right now. Perks is defending. Hustling is on his way. Perks cannot stay underneath his tower. 1 versus 3 for the time being. Doesn't have the ultimate, doesn't have his flash available. Gonna have to give that tower up. Just about farm now. Start getting set up for the next dragon that has just spawned.
Second Drake on the map already, so I guess you say trouble. Ready, sec. You want more than that though, Kassim is the primary target, able to run away for now, but with the CC chain coming through, finally enough damage lands from Yankos, and that will be the kill. Bulldog have now rotated down as well. Cayman could be caught out here, the flash is available, and will use it just in time to get out. Let's try to trade back, but Ruddy Zach got the lock on this objective, it feels like, as despite Miatek showing up, won't change a thing. The second Drake will go to Ruddy Zach.
That was such a clutch Q coming in from Perks through the wall. Forcing Cayman's flash again. Actually fancies their chances.
Yeah, Hustlin caught on the ward here. Ultimate won't be enough. Exo thing there as well. Just cut down his HP by in a second. Didn't even see the little rat sneaking up, but the TP through from Perks. Not sure they want to give this up for free, but not many options left in their toolbox to work. Miatek should get the turret on the bot lane as a trade. Bulldog initially starting it, but giving it up. Assume because they didn't want to overextend. We know he can be caught. We saw it in game 3.
Now, you guys watched the Ruddy game with Mishi. He
Speaking
also
of
played.
caught.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, the Exo thing, and still available, uses it all, but it's not enough this time around. Shanka solo kills him for the shutdown.
I was about to actually say... if you guys saw Mishi and how he played the Twitch, he was trying to surprise plays, which means that with the Twitch as an AD carry, you don't necessarily need to go for the front to back very textbook team fights, because he gets to choose his angles in those fights. Now, Leader, of course, is going to use that Maokai ult to zone away Bulldog Esports, so that the tower ends up going down. Tier 1 mid lane going over to the side of Ruddy Sack.
One of the guys that has been on many people's lips throughout the split. 17-year-old coming in from the Polish scene and made a name for himself. The most star-studded NLC in history. He'll need to play perfectly here. I didn't expect this to turn into a kill, and I still doubt it will. Not a wet noodle fight per se, but 2 tanky bruises going against each other. Takes a lot to go into a kill.
Okay. 2 tanky bruises going against each other. One is named Cassante. Who do you favor?
Always the Cassante in the long run, as Miatek will also now face the might of Leader. Jumping around and skipping to buy some space. He's simply waiting for the inevitable. His grave has been laid out for him. He will be buried 6 foot under. It is just a matter of time. He could execute, but he will die regardless. And the rocket goes wide, and then Perks takes it himself. So close, Hums. So close.
Good reactions right there from Miatek as well to sidestep the rocket from Jinx. However, this is going to be grab their third dragon, which is going to give him soul point. And on the recent perks, catches that top lane wave as well. So far, so good.
Miatek.
I feel like Red is like really fancying the chances right here. If you look across the board, they have a 2-item power spike. Well, that's not the same case for Bulldog Esports and Miatek. He's been caught as Mininar.
Yeah, the tower dive is well and truly easy to execute. They get the tower on top of it as well. That could just be the Artican unless Exofeng feels like he could do something. Worth noting, two ultimates rather, expended on it. 2 big ultimates in a team fight. Bulldog very capable of responding to this. Perks as TP, so could jump back in.
They are resetting on vision. However, Bulldog Esports are not going to let them reset just that easily. This is going to be a 4 versus 5. Miatek does have teleport. The flank TP coming through from Perks. Can he find Exofeng?
It's a really good flank. Eyes on Exofeng. The flash is up in 10 seconds.
He can't find
Waits
him.
for his right moment. Perks runs into just the tanks and not the important target. Decides to take someone else away. A leader should just be gone. No, the auto attack is not enough damage. Perks caught in a 1v4, however, and his death is secured. Shut down. Secured by Exofeng. Artican's still alive though. Bulldog can walk forward here. Jankos is low. Leader is low. It's only Hums and Hustlin who can do something, as Hums already just forces quite a few flashes to begin with. And no team wants to overextend trouble. It's just a 1 for 0.
Wow.
So far, the eyes are still set on Artican.
The TP coming through from Cayman. They want to have the setup. However, look behind them. Leader is now pushing that mid lane, and they need to keep aware of where that Silas is.
They found Miatek, but they can't take him down. They can't commit to him as he's able to buy enough. As Hums finally takes him down, Exofeng unloads on towards Hustlin. It's not the priority target, but it's one they like. Hums is solo Exofeng, dealing a whole heap of damage at exactly the right time. Ruddy have found Kasing as Exofeng just steps up towards Hums, takes him down. Leader though connects with the abscond, abduct, and takes him down. Cayman, the last remaining member of Bulldog, kiting back towards the Artican pit. The health bars are low though for Ruddy as Leader misses the abscond abduct. Cayman continues to buy time. The tanks slowly but surely chipping away at his HP bar as Ruddy claimed the ace.
You're saying he's buying time? There's no one to buy time.
Putting himself 1 best of 5 away from land finals. 2 rather actually. It's 2 best of 5. Apologies. That's still a whole heap of way to go. Regardless, Artican has been started trouble.
Yep. TP is on both top laners. Perks has already taken the reset, TPing into the fight right now, and Leader, incredible positioning right here. He is going to get spotted, but getting spotted is not enough. You actually need to chase him out, which is exactly what's going to happen right there from Lulash. Bulldog Esports are looking. Exofeng, he has a pretty classic positioning right here.
Okay, and dropping the fight begins. Exofeng unloads, but on towards Jankos, not the right target. They still instantly kill the front line, and that means they can secure the Artican. Here comes Leader from the back line. They're looking for Cayman, but Exofeng stays untouched, takes down Leader. He could now turn to the next target, as in the front line, Perks also falls. Bulldog have claimed 3 unanswered kills.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. Again, I feel like Ruddy focused their energy on the Baron. Buddy, you're pretty low. Oh my god, Cayman.
Yeah, Cayman just barely
my
surviving
stress
that.
could never.
My nerves couldn't handle it either. Let me make it very clear, as the smite is up, so there's not much to stress about in terms of the secure. The cold.
That Atakan, it was a 3 for 1 in favor of Bulldog Esports. And again, that was a 5,000 gold lead for Ruddisak. It's gone down to 1k. We're dead even.
Can you feel the tension? You can cut through it. The hot knife through butter as the turret will be sieged down. The Baron buff making this very easy for Bulldog to walk up. Elder Drake already trouble in a minute's time. 4 quick breaks for Ruddisak. Does give him a nice early soul, but if they don't get control of that Elder, Exofeng will cut through anyone's HP bar in a matter of seconds.
You have to be careful of Leader here. Cayman has
Exofeng. Only Exofeng actually sent back, and Bulldog can continue the push. Woo! As Kasing dodges out on the rocket. 4 items already on the Twitch. 100% crit chance. Flash available. Just has to find one right fight, and game 5 could be forced. Perks in the front line taking up the damage from Kasing and Cayman. Exofeng now sneaking in lead on the backline, though he's looking for the wrong target. Exofeng's been rooted up, however, and Jankos knows where he is. They know where the rat is. They have to keep their eyes on him. They can't lose track of him as Exofeng unloads towards Thompson Hustlin. Hustlin already dead. Exofeng! He's doing it! Exofeng! One fight, one moment! And the 17-year-old prodigy cuts through Ruddy Sack!
Triple kill to turn around the fight. And what world do we live in? Ruddy Sack winning a game they should have never won. And Bulldog Esports, they're looking to do the same. 3 members up, 30-second timers on Ruddy Sack, and only Perks alive to defend.
Hustling up in 10, but Bulldog charging strong towards the inhibitor.
Are you not entertained? Passing on his way, Perks tried to play annoyance right here. Hustling.
They might have bit off more than they could chew. Both that carries.
Gonna join him. The
half
TP
HP.
coming through.
They need to get back. They can't take it now. Exofeng came in. Both need the reset. No TPs for them to get back in.
Of items, almost full build for the rat, and now his cleanse is gonna become available to him. Elder Dragon is gonna get engaged upon Mietek. Does have teleport, sorry, and he does have Meganar, and he's TPing behind their back.
He's gonna use it. 4K on the Elder. It's dropping. Jankos needs to get in there, but Mietek has found the fight. The Elder resets, and Exofeng now unloads on towards Jankos. Instantly cuts him and leader down. He finds both of them immediately. This surely is just it. The Elder is in their sights and everything else they could ever want. Game 5 is on the cards, trouble, as Ruddy Sack now forced to defend with 3.
And if you're wondering where Exofeng has been this entire series, well, guess what? He was hiding. Absolutely incredible performance on the tweets. 10, 2, and 4. 2.5k gold lead. And Bulldog Esports are looking to push the series to its limits.
He could be going all the way here, trouble. Exofeng doesn't have the spray and pray, but he has the right angle on Hums. Exofeng finds him one last time. And as he got like Bulldog hit pandemonium. I can't believe in trouble. They force game 5 and they push this series to its limits.
Bulldog Esports are so close to pulling an upset.
With mid jungle. But yeah, I mean, it's game 5, baby. It's game 5 of Fearless, and we got some interesting picks coming through.
Yeah, by taking that flash off of Kasing, you're looking to get some pressure onto that Poppy with Hums and Hustling on that bot side of the map. So potentially a turnaround coming through when Jankos is done with the top side of his map. We could potentially see him heading towards that bot side. Does have the flash. He could even commit into something like a lane gang.
Oh, good damage. Both of these top laners being attacked.
Oh!
Out of nowhere, 3rd solo kill in the series.
Wow, that is absolutely insane. Perk, sort of. And now Ruddy are gonna take that opportunity. Get into that bot side river. Perks, is he gonna use that hook shot?
Oh, good timing, good
Very
timing.
nice buffer.
You know, has maybe been to World Finals trouble. One MSI, you know, he's got that timing on lock. Yeah.
I think you'd be very
Maybe
surprised
step
about.
up in the big moments. A different player pretty much every game when you look back on it. Lucas though might have found a moment in the mid lane, and he has. Came in right at the arcane, collects that kill. Nice and easy.
Great wraparound right there from Lulash. Now they're looking for
Mietek in
Mietek. Gonna get
trouble.
locked in.
He does have good damage. Could he get the kill on Perks? Yes! He can!
Man, Garen, again, is so scary. Mietek grabbing the kill on a 1 versus 2 scenario.
Wow, he is having a field day so far. Just hitting field goal after field goal, dealing a good chunk of damage. Mietek rotating up as well. Jankos looking for the engagement. It's Cayman that's the target. They do their best and they lock him up. And he's taken down in the end. Jankos claims the kill as Mietek now comes in from with like a potential re-engage. His Cataclysm is up in 5 seconds. They backed off. They can't quite find it. And
Put onto Cayman, and Kasing did his best. Try and put his W up, but it just wasn't enough. A bit squishy onto the Xerath. It's going to be the exchange, as you mentioned. The Dragon for the Void Grubs. It's going to be 1 tick of feats of strength for both of these teams. And the second one for Ruddy Sack, they have found
yet again,
Perks.
he's just dead. He can do what he wants. The Flash will buy a bit of space and force it out of Exofeng as well. I mean, Perks has had a very good series, except for game 1 and 5. You know, the middling parts were very, very good. And in this, game 5, he seems to be faltering. under the pressure. Let's see if Miatek will do the same. He's put under a 1v2 scenario. The Volibear able to disable the turret, the Garen. The scary sight to behold it as the Rider Yakane comes in.
Oh boy!
He could be the kill. Hums. Is there one more shot? No. Came in. Had used everything, and Hums able to survive with the help of the barrier. Now they still will continue the tower dive. Jankos could very much still die. Yes, and Miatek is alive. That feels so illegal.
Whoa! Hums was holding his ult to ult Miatek's ult.
Oh
then
boy.
Oh boy, that ultimate does not turn off the tower long enough, and Jankos ends up paying the price.
Brilliant. If we caught here, no flash perks rotating down nicely. This will be a clean little kill. We'll take it. And Ruddy still in it, but Miatek, I mean, he's strong. He is very, very strong on this Garen. Getting a solo turret up top as well. We all know what a Garen that's ahead can do, especially with this damage-oriented build that you're building now.
Up there, and with one level diff between the two top lanes, it's only gonna start getting worse. The TP that came in, I don't know if you want that.
Yeah, that TP sucked, buddy. You're gonna die here. Eventually, as Hums is forced to flash forward. Miatek will trade back, and that means Bulldog will get a 1-for-1. My point still stands though, that TP did suck.
Yeah, I feel like Cayman has done it one too many times where he just TPs in the middle of an entire enemy team. Not necessarily respecting the redive. That tower is almost dead.
I mean, Perks does good damage all of a sudden. Level 11. Jankos goes in, goes out. Perks is CC'd up against the wall, and the Martian Justice, a thing best served cold. Yet another kill for Miatek on Perks. As Jankos trying to chase him down. The Stormbringer available in a second, but holds on to it. Oh, damn.
If I'm Miatek, I would buy Kasing a beer tonight. If that's a 1 series, that's him right there. That and then just go turn around. Go turn on his head. Right here, you mentioned it, 5-1 Garen. The thing that really scares me, again, is how squishy...
Look at the damage.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh
boy, here the flash.
The hookshot wall dive. It's not... I can't. Miatek is on a rampage, and the fight could be unfolding.
Kasink has places to be, man. Kasink has places to be. He ain't got no time for you.
Bulldog
Esports going in as
the
5.
Cataclysm. It finds the carries the right of the Arcane. Rains down on Hums, who's forced to let the feathers fly, but Exofang has other ideas. He'll try and chase down the rest of Ruddy. Leader next on the menu. Double kill for the 17-year-old lady carrier. The Drake goes over to Bulldogs.
Bulldog Esports are here to declare that the upper bracket best of 3 they won versus Ruddy was not a coincidence. It was not an upset, and it's exactly how it was supposed to be. Now 4,000 gold in the lead over Ruddy.
Exofang now getting 2 kills. There are multiple carries you want to focus down on the side of Bulldog. I just don't think currently Ruddy had the damage.
That is the case. However, Perks seems to be having a pretty okay time on the side lane. Kane run over right now.
All in though, right at the Arcane, and there comes the final shot. You said you had a good time, Trouble. You didn't expect that coming, did you? What a turn. I mean, dude, that Demacian Justice, it's illegal. It's like half
a helping hand right there. Riftel's going to be popped in that mid lane. Taking that mid lane tier 1 is going to be very, very difficult for Ruddy to start playing the game from there on out. Mel having to overextend in that mid lane. They're looking for a leader.
Yeah, and they'll get him, or at the very least force a splash. No instant follow-up. I spoke too soon, as able just to walk out of it pretty much unscathed. Arakan now on the map.
Only Jankos and Leader are looking to complete their second item right here. And with Bulldog Esports having a tempo onto the map, resets are coming through from Ruddy. They're going to chip through that second mid lane tower. Here 2 going down. Next dragon coming up. It will be Soul Point. Ruddy. I don't think they're in any way, shape, or form set up for it. There's no vision around. They haven't pushed out any waves. As you can see on your mini-maps, bot lane is pushing towards Ruddy. Somebody has to go there and respond. However, Leader has to stay mid-lane to push that. His teammates are not that close. However, all they need for Miatek to engage in a fight is Cayman to be close enough to ult, and that's actually the case right here. However, the tower is going to go down. They're going to play it simple and slow.
We're just waiting for that one fight. We are waiting for that one moment where this game is well and truly decided. Everything is set in Bulldog's favor, but this could be the surprise attack from Ruddy. They don't want me to take no flash, remember, as he turns it towards Not enough damage, even with the right of the arcane, but Miatek, he's still alive! And they're trying to turn it to Hums. Very good play caller, but it's not enough. He's locked inside the Cataclysm and will be taken down by Cayman. Miatek is still alive, Trouble. Can now just recall as Fang goes forward. Not too far, not too deep, but unable to get a second kill. Look at the TP. He's coming back in. It's not over quite yet. Miatek on the Frank. He's gonna look for it and he's gonna get it. Leader is low. Hums is dead. There is no carries left as Perks. Fine, Ludas, there is one way to go for Ruddy second. Let's forward, because in the back line, it's a scary Garen they can't deal with. As Perks loses his HP, they have to run, they have to get out with something, but they can't. The damage is so much. Hookshot wall dive needs to come through, but it misses. Mercs, what are you doing? I can't believe it. He misses the hookshot wall dive. They're gonna be aced here on the back of it. Miatek will chase them down. And I think Jankos and Huston might have just survived. But that's the outcome for Bulldog.
Make it 3 beers for Kasing. By Bulldog Esports. Again, the problem here is going to be getting through that Xerath. And Cayman is a little bit too far forward. They do manage to catch him. The TP in the backline from Perks coming through.
Oh, they stopped the Baron as Jankos. Oh, yeah, I should say TP. Perks in the backline. He's looking for Kasing, Cayman, and Exofang, and all those things. And in the meantime, Lula's already taken down Perks. Hookshot wall dive forward, but can't quite connect it. Miatek now coming in from the flank. Exofang, he goes forward with the flash, trying to find them all. The damage is good. That's Miatek now helping to cut through the HP bars, and that's exactly what they'll do. Exofang finally falls. Hums has to step up. He finds 2 immediately. It's Miatek and Cayman doing the work, and the rest of the Ruddy Sack lineup. Perks creates a whole heap of distance and enough space to get out of 3-for-3 trouble. And as the game still lives.
3-for-3, dead equal.
What? Hums is just dead.
Well,
for 47 seconds, caught inside the Cataclysm.
Baron time.
Taken down. You might be right. Yanka's still no flash. No Stormbringer. Get into the pit either. We'll have to buy more time. The flash is up sooner rather than later. They're likely to be started here. 30 seconds on Hums.
Yeah, Bulldog Esports need to actually start acting right here. There is still the possibility of the 50-50 flash up in 2 seconds from Jankos. Even if he can't ult into the pit, he can flash and 50-50 that Baron. His ult is going to be up shortly as well. So he has an in and out potential right here. Can you make it through the choke point with Seraph? Hitting shot after shot. But also Leader hurt so much on the melt. 2 items completely.
Miatek, he's going on Leader. He has no flash and he's instantly down. It looks to be a clean wipe really, as 2 is gone. It's just Hustlin and Perks running away. But the Demacian justice will be served. They're all dying. It's all done. They weren't all bite, no bark. Oh my, I can't believe it, Trouble. Bulldog charging towards the Nexus. 30-second death timers. And for one final time, the Bulldog looks to be biting down on the neck of the dog of Ruddy Sack. They'll send them to the retirement home. They'll send them packing. And they'll send Hums right back to America.
Wasn't an upset. It was a natural turn of events. They did it in the upper bracket. And they do it again here. Bulldog Esports, welcome to the lower bracket semifinals.
That first time was so nice. They had to do it twice. Bulldog send Ruddy Sack down to the lower bracket, send them to the retirement home and book their place in the lower bracket semi-final.